Well, hello everyone. Welcome to A Link to the Past, No Major Glitches, Season 10. This is the Tower Hera bracket. Our two runners today are Humbugh and Xelna. And on comms today we have Fretramel. I believe that's everything I have to say. The run should be starting relatively soon, so I'll hand it off to Fretramel. Have a good time, you guys.
All right, we'll be starting soon here. Good luck. So, this is NMG any percent. NMG stands for no major glitches. We are in Season 10. Xelna versus Humbugh. This is the last round. And Xelna currently has a PB of 123.09. And Humbugh has a 124.42. We are starting off with Escape. First segment here. Getting our sword from our uncle, who is asleep. Doesn't wake up till the very end of the game. As both these guys go through this dungeon, we'll see them hugging walls and things because they're trying to optimize their movement. If you've never seen this before, you're wondering why they're walking a certain way through certain rooms, it's so they don't get spotted by guards. This is our first mini boss, or real boss, of this dungeon, the ball and chain guard. Both of these guys not getting that great of RNG coming into the room, Xelna having boom, Bug having to deal with guard going right. Both of those RNGs are not favorable. These guys are going to make their way back to the lobby, and then to the throne room to head into the back of Escape. Xelna having to boom another guard, Humbug getting the clear path. If you're not familiar with Xelna or Humbug, Xelna has been playing this game for a very long time. Was a previous world record holder. Humbug typically does a lot of rando. But I talked to him earlier this morning and he said he's been really enjoying NMG lately. So here we are on the back of his escape. You're wondering why the bat aggroed for Xelna and not Humbug. It's just because Xelna was still higher. Getting to the right there. Now for the key rat. A little rough there. Almost a northwest rat. Fox mentioned that Xelna's pumping is ludicrous. Pumping is something I didn't mention at the beginning, but this whole dungeon is littered with it, where you're there's a little thing there. But I don't explain it very well. All I can tell you is that a lot faster by pressing a different direction. You're moving a lot. Yes, Joshua, Humbug has been grinding quite a bit. Leaving the sanctuary, Humbug gets the sank heart. Xelna does not. I think in all of Xelna's races, he has not picked up the sank heart. Now that Octorok field can get you. This overworld screen is a long screen just before entering Eastern Palace, which is our second dungeon. And as they're going up these stairs, they're holding up, and they're either mashing left or mashing right, or both left and right to pump and get up those stairs a lot faster. There's lots of opportunities to pick up hearts along the way. In this room, the Stalfos room, there's actually 4 Stalfos in this room, but because of how they move and where they throw these pots, we have to kill 2. Xelna skipping the arrow pot that is in the lower right. We'll see Humbug get that. both got good Popo RNG. It was that enemy in the dark room. Now for the big key damage boost. They both do it really well. You use iframes from their D-boost to just bypass those anti-fairies and trigger the switch. On Zelda's screen, we're coming into the room called Zelda Gamer Room. Has a lot of RNG to it, and how these Stalfos decide to walk. And this boss is called Armos. No problem for both of them. Right. We're gonna get our boots. Dash all the way to the library, get our books so that we can use it to open up Desert Palace, which is the second dungeon we're headed to now. You're gonna see a lot of dashing now. Less of that pumping that was mentioned here. Xelna is going for something we call unholy spin speed. Humbugh goes for it too. Wasn't sure of his strat. Yeah. Bug did not get it the first try. That spin speed, holding B and you're sliding your finger over to A, one frame apart, triggers you to have the same speed that you do when dashing, but you can move any direction as you come off the stairs. is coming up on the cannonball room. The RNG can be really good or bad. So, had to do a little readjustment there. This big chest holds the power glove. Our runners can pick up some big rocks. Xelna does an older strat in this room where he takes the top route. Well, humbugh got better Popo RNG there. See him take the bottom route. Xelna with the sub 16 torches. Which is pretty good. And this is Landmo. Lots of shooting arrows. Each one requires 4 arrows, or you can do slashes, but they don't count as the same amount of damage. That was a 3-cycle. Xelna. Another 3-cycle for humbugh. Which is good. Sometimes the RNG for this fight can get really off the rails. Alright, we'll see these guys headed to the mountain on their way to the Tower of Hera. They both don't have flippers. The glitch they're going to be doing is called fake flippers here. These Zelda do it first. Something, if you didn't notice, Xelna is on the bow, and humbugh is on the boomerang. Saw there humbugh using that for the pickle. Don't necessarily need it, you can always go around, but it's all a preference thing. We have our old man who is going to give us a mirror. Allows us to go back to the light world when we're in the dark world. And Xelna makes it up. Noting that he did take damage from the Geldman, the little sand guy. After leaving Desert Palace. Humbugh preserving his health. 6 hearts. It's a good feeling. We're in the Tower of Hera. Well, not opting for the boom strat there. Humbugh doing the 2 slashes. You want to get into this tile room as fast as you can because it takes about 44 seconds. There's 22 tiles that have to show up. These runners got the big key because the main item in this dungeon is the Moon Pearl. It allows us to not be a bunny in the world. When you're a bunny, you cannot do a lot of things. See an early bomb jump from Xelna. And we are in Moldorm. Boss for this dungeon. Nice, Zelda. So, slash the tail, spin the tail, dash through arm. This last hit, Moldorm is enraged, so gotta be careful with that hit. It's good. Neither of them fell. Sides or in the middle. All we can ask for. Now that we have all 3 pendants, we're going to make our way to Lost Woods, our Masked Sword. Xelna skips this blue rupee on the right, and at this point, technically, you want a minimum of 24 rupees, but there's still a couple opportunities to pick up some more money. Humbugh, on the other hand, with 27 rupees set, will get the remaining rupees he'll need just from the following rupee tree they'll both pull to grab 80 rupees, but from the circle of pots we'll see in Aga's Tower, we'll call it Castle Tower. I would agree with Fox. You're facing that boss, and just before the actual main boss, and not comfortable with it, you can choke it. Xelna killed enough enemies, so that's why, from the time he pulled the last rupee tree, by getting those 80 red rupees. The reason why I bring that up is because we need 110 rupees for Kiki the monkey, the Palace of Darkness, the start of Dark World, and then 100 to enter the actual dungeon. Got the drop. That's RNG. Sometimes those guards don't drop anything for you. Everybody's favorite room, the Dark Maze. If you bonk in this room, the one that Xelna is in, alerts all the guards. Try to kill you. The strat that Xelna just did there, the Dark Pits room, is quite risky because you can tink off sword against that guard, alerts the other guard, and you have to scramble a little bit. Both of them handling the archer key, humbugh just finished really well, while having beams sometimes hit by an arrow, depending on how you move in that room. Really nice towers from both of them. Defines a no major glitches. Can't list all the things, but there is a list that highlights all the things that you are allowed to do and not allowed to do. In this category, we do not go out of bounds. We don't do any fancy exploration. There's a lot of things that don't do. Some things you might see in rando, you will not see in this category. For the raid Telethar, I was not counting balls, but I will just go off of whatever time we get after this rooms. The looks of it, Zelda may have just gotten one. His PB from 5 years ago has one ball. Bug not getting so lucky with the blue balls. The game's not over. There are a lot of other places where RNG really bites you in the butt. I only say that because last night I had a record of warps at the very end of game. Xelna skipping that bomb pot. If you're wondering how many blue balls Humbug had in his PP, it was 2, so this is way more than 2. This is the monkey, Kiki. Seeing it on Humbug's screen. Who we pay all our money to. Animal. You're gonna see these guys going through this dungeon, collecting a bunch of keys, mirroring back to the beginning, because that's the fastest way to just progress throughout the dungeon. You'll see the same rooms over and over again. Xelna is going to do this trick called the hammer jump. It is pixel frame perfect. Setup of the bomb, and then where you position yourself for the bomb to explode, so you flip into that rail to pick up your hammer. Right, Bug is making his way to do the hammer jump as well. We'll call it the hammer jump. Xelna taking his break after shooting the statue. Bug gets it. We get hammers for the boss fight, along with being pegs and stuff. A lot of people who play this game casually might try to use bombs or arrows. Entering the Helmasaur fight. Call it Helma for short. Bug makes it clear this is a light world PvE. It's a little difficult to read Bug's font. He's got an interesting font. But I believe it says 2732, which is really good. over the past couple weeks, Humbugh's Light World has improved a lot. Just because he's been doing it more. He's already a really fantastic rando runner. Oh. Key dash that Humbugh went for, I think he was just a pixel or two high. Xelna actually had the pixel, but cut off his dash short. Helma is down. Both runners. Xelna's going to make his way to the Grove, where he is going to pick up Flute. We'll activate in Kakariko, and head to the village of Outcasts, or some call it Thieves Town. Yeah. I didn't see that from Humbugh, but 1x Hera is really, really good. This might kind of look like deja vu again for Xelna, because he's doing that spin speed again, just to get us past this really fast guard, I like to call Usain Bolt. There's a lot of little things that these guys do that not notice. Little adjustments here and there to avoid some nudges. Different ways they cancel dashes. Humbug screen before he digs up this flute. And before he mirrored, he actually got a quick warp, which saves a little over half a second. Both getting by SS guard in high roll. Really. Wondering what these enemies are called in the dungeon. Blue and red ones, they're called Zazaks. Red ones shoot out fireballs. Blue ones don't. So there, Humbugh also getting another quick warp, coming into that warp from the left side. Entering Thieves Town at a 256, that's pretty good. Getting his big key. Xelna in the attic. lot of debate on what those green things are called. Those enemies. Xelna not opting for the toilet bomb. Typically, you have 6 bombs at this point. Humbugh getting the God Pixel in the Hellway there. That room is about 4.5 seconds with the God Pixel, as long as you don't get scammed. And when you get scammed or have to make any adjustments, it could easily become up to 7 or 8 second room. Xelna there, get the Titans. Now we can really do some heavy lifting. This boss is called Blind. This needs 3 hits, 3 cycles. Really scripted. So that RNG that Humbugh got in the prison, sometimes that blue Zazak will walk straight down to that first gate. But it is very risky to take the first dash. There are times where the Zazak will stop and you can execute it, but it is a risk. We're curious, this dungeon that Humbugh is finishing up, Xelna just finished, it's actually the 4th dungeon in the game you're supposed to do, but we're doing it second. This run. Xelna's taking this frog, bringing him to the light world to reunite his brother. So he can get a stronger sword called the Tempered Sword, and that is the last sword upgrade they will be getting in this run. Start of Humbugh's live world. I mean Dark World. Whoops. Yes, Jake. Xelna getting the fence dash. I'll just mention it that when these guys are getting this Tempered Sword, there used to be an older strat, and now they both do the updated strat by Blank, called the Blanksmiths. The older strat required you to mirror in the doorway. We don't do that anymore. Xelna having a little trouble in the mummy statue room. Makes it through. Oh no! With the bush bonk. Well, now with the early bomb jump, getting the fire rod. Because this is the Skull Woods, the Dark World version of the Lost Woods, it's also very easy to bonk everywhere. Humbugh getting a way better mummy statue room. Zelda coming into the mummy hellway. The faster strat. If you ever hear anybody say EBJ, they're talking about early bomb jumps. On the fighting Mothula, or Moth. It's safe, it's all 4 hits. Also see that he was at the top left of the room, was able to do a poke dash. Because normally if you slash Moth into the spikes, Moth does not take damage. Both of these guys got good entrances to the back of Skull Woods. Sometimes that Fire Snake can give you a lot of grief. Has 1 heart. Is a heart in this room here. Confident. Nice! That is clutch. Xelna on the other screen, hitting the quick warp. And that missile warp. During that Moth fight, you can get an early double hit, then just need 2 more hits. Your very first dash. Xelna is in the Ice Palace segment of this run, typically the 5th dungeon that you enter. Do not get blue mail in this category. You also do not get red mail, if you're wondering. Xelna gets Quake from the Catfish. It's going to enter Zora's domain. There are 4 different RNGs for Moth, and it's just the conveyor. Does it go up, down, left, or right? Xelna dashes through this watery area. There are a lot of visual cues and pixels that it's looking at. traverse it a lot faster. Good thing for both these runners is they did not get lotteried, which in a couple of previous screens there was a Opa that could knock them out of their dashes. Totally avoided that. Both of them did this quick fish strat, save some frames. Where they throw that rock into the catfish circle earlier than possibly could. So they have flippers, but they do not use flippers in this dungeon. Interesting thing about Ice Palace is we get introduced to ice physics, which takes a little while to learn. You get to understand how you press on the ice affects the momentum that Link has. You know, Humbugh had to fire rod that Zora. He gets in the way. Don't want to get. Don't want to have less than full health entering this dungeon. It slows things down. This is the Ice Palace bomb jump that Xelna is in. Stands on that edge and uses a bomb to take him over the gap. Without that bomb jump, you'd have to go through this dungeon a different way. It takes a lot longer. Stair clip from Xelna in the firebar room, but hammer strat is solid. Bug is about to get onto the conveyor here. Xelna is entering the cold stair fight, which is the boss of this dungeon. We see a double poke strat from Xelna. I think he typically does anyways. That's Ice Palace. I'm not sure what that strat was, but Humbugh made it. That's all that matters. Humbugh with the single poke strat. Judging from Humbugh's gold, I think shopping is different from Xelna's. Some people get Ether in this segment, Swamp Palace, which is typically the second dungeon in the game. But Xelna goes right into Ready for the dungeon. It was great fights, great cold stare fights for both of them. The trick that Xelna went for is called the anti-fairy skip. Save some time. As long as you don't get hit. So we're going to see some divergence here. Humbugh is on Death Mountain now, heading up the mountain to get to Ether. The main difference you'll see later is Xelna will have a hook shot coming up the mountain. Saves a little bit. Yeah, at this point, it's a little tough to tell where people are, unless they make some big mistakes. It was nice on Xelna's end. A little adjustment there for that. Call them Phelps. Those enemies. Water. Hit pretty hard. Takes around 50 seconds to get Ether. Humbugh just got. He's entering the dungeon for the dam right now. Also went for the anti-fairy skip. Got it. Like I said earlier, the main item in this dungeon we're getting is the hook shot. Allows us to cross gaps, move a little faster in certain rooms, and is needed for the boss of this dungeon, called Argus. See Humbugh there holding the wall. This helps with the lag. Comes from the water refilling that room. When Humbugh pushes that lever, look for 4 wiggles, and then Link can regain his movement. He can regain his movement anytime, but optimally. Argus, a pirate's favorite boss. Jake? Xelna is gonna go into this fight. It's the successful zero cycle and fire rods as well. saves a significant amount of time. Bug is in the part of the dungeon that the practice hack likes to call backtracking. This is the longest cutscene of text in the game, around 55 seconds long. Good time to think about all the decisions you made while you're in your run. Something you may not see, notice right away, when Humbugh entered this room and hooked that skull, he actually hit Y and A on the same frame. To notice Link was wiggling kind of funny, and it just allows him to pick up the pot at the top left of the room on the first try. Without that, it's not easy. We're gonna see Xelna do all his shopping now. Getting the best box there. The room that Humbugh is swimming in. Sometimes those Phelps can really get in your way, and you just get hit. This will be a one cycle for this fight on Humbugh's side. Let's get the fire rods. Xelna on the other screen is in the ice rod overworld. He's going to be getting his ice rod, which he will need for Trinex, which is the boss next dungeon, not even this dungeon. Speed strat again. Oh. Xelna will be making his way to Misery Mire. 6th dungeon in the game. Xelna's in this room called Mire 2. Requires a lot of precise movement, so you only have to get through it one cycle. Do not want to wait for those whiz robes to reappear. Did he get the frame roll on that fire snake? I hope eyes aren't deceiving me. Anyways, Bug is entering this warp from the bottom as they are setting up a glitch later in this dungeon called Spooky Action. How he enters that and how the bird leaves the screen determines a couple of rooms later in this dungeon what they can do. Typically, after these Mire torches are lit, there is a ballpark of around 20 minutes until the end of the game. Depends on your endgame skill level. See here Humbugh having to wait on these his ropes. I don't know if that was a rando brain thing or not. Bug went to the left and he was supposed to go right. So the boss of this dungeon, you want a certain amount of hearts entering in to do it optimally. That spike key, that room that Xelna was in, lose 3 hearts in that room. Oh no. Yes, on Humbug screen, the live split is frozen now. So it'll be suspenseful. At least we still have the race time timer. On Xelna's side, we are seeing the effects of that spooky. Oh, he got the redo. That was spooky too, the room that he was in. It did not trigger, and still activate it a second try. Xelna is in the Vitreous fight. These eyeballs is damage boosting intentionally. Xelna intentionally preserves his arrows there. Only it takes 8 arrows into the boss after you kill all those eyeballs. It's not a strat you see a lot of people go for to preserve their arrows. Definitely a higher level. The Humbug is doing another part of this, like keeping that spooky action going by dashing, picking up dust frames before he places that block. If he doesn't do that, then just not gonna work. Bug does the walk strat and gets the spooky 2 just fine. We'll see spooky 3 here as he fire rods that torch. Amp, whatever. What actually happens is I was watching Xelna's waffle strat there on Death Mountain. All the fire rods that Humbug does, or Xelna. Oh no! He takes an unfortunate death from So coming back into this dungeon, Mire 2 is rough. He will make his way back. Xelna made it up Death Mountain with full health. Is entering Turtle Rock, the final dungeon, before we enter Ganon's Tower and finish off the game. I think Xelna just tried to place that platform too early. Breathing in Turtle Rock hits very hard. Alright, Humbugh heading back into the Vitreous fight. It's 8 arrows, and he's done it. Run continues. Just don't do spooky one. Yeah. Yes, you can still spook me after dying in Mire. They're a little bit different at the beginning. Xelna about to get the big key. There are no other progression or items he's going to pick up. Everything they have now is everything they need to complete the game. So yes, the red mail does exist in this dungeon, but they will not get it. Oh, no, it's in against her, sorry. Mirror Shield is in this dungeon. We didn't get the red shield anyways either, so. Humbugh getting a really nice waffle strat there. Still a pretty good overworld. That was a pretty risky dash on Humbugh's side with the dead rocks. Just knowing the positioning of some of that RNG. I'm not doing a laser skip there. Xelna is going to be going into the Trinex fight, being the Ice Rod, the Fire Rod, a couple slashes. See Xelna doing a faster strat that requires some double pokes. Next is down for Xelna. That he has 7 crystals to open up Ganon's tower. At this point, there's give or take 10 more minutes left. Chomp's room has given a lot of runners grief, but Humbugh handled it really well, going right side. Those Chomps just kill you so quickly. I keep looking at Humbugh's life split just to see where he's at. Oh, a surprise. Ganon's Tower is just a big test of the skills you have in this game. Do the basement first, then you go upstairs. You really go upstairs. You face the boss before the final boss. Humbugh getting the squeeze in the crystal roller room, not getting hit or having to bonk that room. Xelna doing a cool bonk strat there in the fire snakes room. If you quickly do that strat, it's just a way to avoid any unnecessary damage. Definitely some try-hard strat there. I noticed that Xelna had picked up the 8 bomb drop, which typically can get in Turtle Rock, the Pokies. The Japanese Pokies are called Hoku Poku. I know that. This is the Ice Armos fight. Xelna just gets tested. You will have to pick up these arrows. He needs them to kill all the mixed. Next couple rooms. Humbugh handles Trinex well as well. Xelna is in the spike key room, and gets the... That's actually the fast double RNG for Ganon Ball Z. You actually don't have to adjust up at all. Brief. This is the Gauntlet series of 5 rooms. That was a G2 that just in. Xelna is in the Land Mode 2 fight. Looks similar to the Landmo fights at the beginning of the game, except now you have this guy shooting fireballs at you, and you have the fire rod. Humbugh is entering Ganon's Tower now. The cool use of the cane block there. See that it kills 3 of the Wizrobes in one shot. Wondering what strat Zelda would do there. Oh, we see Something different here. Xelna. It's the key from the mini Helmas right there. He is skipping the big magic decanter. Xelna attempting the hover. Oh no, Humbugh entering the warp. So lose a lot of time, a couple seconds going into those warps. Alright, Xelna, first try. Over. Alright. Humbugh entering the Ice Armos fight. Xelna about to enter the Agate 2 fight. Which I believe is very difficult for a lot of us who run this game because we just either don't practice this or we don't get this far into the run a lot. Like it's an easy triple there. Jeez, the setups. Xelna is gonna head to Ganon now, and that will be the last boss of the game. Last little trick we're gonna see here is that the fight, we utilize something called Torch Glitch. That'll happen a little ways into the fight. Bug on the right side, also doing the arrow strat and the spike room there. So this Ganon fight, there are multiple ways to go about it. You dash or slash. Ways are faster than others, but I just want to progress this fight. Bug with the arrow strat on G4. And goes for the arrow strat in G5 and gets it. Reserves his fire rod magic. Blue Ganon for Xelna and gets the torch glitch. Immediately goes into triples. Bug with a one cycle Landmo 2 kill. Mind, Xelna came into this fight without full magic. All of his spins need to hit. He does it. GG to Xelna, who has an official race time of 1:23.48. Your GG's in the chat. Thank you, Xelna, for finishing your run. My son woke up. You see Humbugh actually getting that key just before Moldorm 2. The Tempered Sword. Oh! Humbugh with the hover. Yeah, baby. Guess we'll never know how Moldorm dies by Tempered Sword. I'm sure Humbugh has hovered plenty of times. We get 2. Right, Humbug. Easy work of Agatu, and will be going into the Ganon fight with full magic, finishing out his run. Believe we will be getting a Xelna in here for an interview.
Hello, hello.
Hey. What's up, Xelna? GG's.
Thank you. Thanks for commentating.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've done it by myself, but it's fine.
Like, I wasn't listening to the commentary, but I was watching the race. I'm sure you did a great job, so I'll rewatch it later.
Thanks. Yeah, it was really good. Do you know that Bug had died to Vitreous?
I saw he was like a dungeon behind in Myers, so I was assuming something like that, yeah, but I guess it's Vitreous. Yeah, that's rough. It's about 2 minutes.
One of these chatters asked, do you attribute your success to Tim Hortons?
Well, yeah, every time I stream I drink an iced cappuccino, vanilla flavored, so shoutouts to Tim Hortons.
Heard it here, folks. But, had 1 blue ball, right?
Yeah, 1 blue ball, so that was pretty good, pretty happy about that. And I was ahead of PB up until Skullwoods, where I had a mummy statue room party.
Yeah.
So you know when you try to pull the statue and you dash instead? Well, that's what happened for like 7 seconds.
Yeah, you tried to pull it twice, and then I've had it happen to me before as well. That was rough.
Yeah, you gotta intentionally delay or go slower, I guess, to prevent that, but I guess it wasn't slow enough.
Alright guys, Humbug has an official race time of 1:27:35. Peace to Humbug.
Congrats on at least finishing the race, even though it's pretty demoralizing after dying.
Yeah, and dying to Vitreous is tough. I believe we have Humbug in here.
Hello. Yes, you do.
Hello, GG's.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome that you still finished it out, didn't forfeit.
Yeah, I just, I wanted to finish. Being a race stream and all, so.
Yeah, that was rough, but.
Oh man, that was up until the crash of Live Split that just threw me off completely. That was the best run I've ever done, by far.
Yeah.
I think, like easily.
We're 27:32 going into Aga.
Yeah, that was 5. It was a 5-second light world PB.
Yeah.
Nice. 519 Hera, I think you said?
519 Hera, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It was
Said
good
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
I was
until
surprised by myself until Live Split broke and I just lost focus in Meyer and then died to Vidi. So yeah.
And the hard thing was watching both your live splits, and then I kept looking at yours, Humbug, and it was frozen. It was frozen at 124.
Yep. it was froze. Like it. I don't know what happened. Like
No, not
I think it's
124,
still
but
running.
earlier.
I would assume that it's still running in the background, but it shows just nothing. It doesn't register a split anymore, which is a shame because there was some goals in here.
Believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were playing very solid. So.
I was.
Xelna, is there anything you want to say about your run or the league?
Well, I mean, League was really fun. 3 races. We kept it short as opposed to like tourneys that can sometimes take like months. So that's nice. Yeah, it's just fun racing in tournament settings. I don't know. That's what I like about Link to the Past. It's the community and racing more so than just doing runs. So that's why I joined League. I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, same. Like it's for me, and anyway, it's like it's an incentive to get back into NMG, sort of. Otherwise, I'm just dabbling in rando, and that just that is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, thanks for ZSR for hosting all these races, all the commentators.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Anything else you want to share, Humbug?
No, just thanks for hosting the tourney, Fox and CSR for the restreams, and Baidi for the numerous restreams he's been doing. Yeah, thank you, Xelna, for the race. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks to you too. GG's.
Yes. So some of these races get restreamed on ZSR. Some of them are from ID at ALttP restreams. If Xelna a follow, Humbug a follow. Xelna has been doing NMG for a long time. Humbug also does rando if you're interested in that. I'm your commentator, Retro Mel, and GG's to you guys. Hope you all have a good day. I will send it over back to Bacon.
Rolling out.
You just did my job for me. I do not mind that at all. He like did everything I needed to say. Perfect. Well, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining into the restream.
There, Bacon.
It was a great race. Are we good? Sorry. Am I good? Am I muted? I'm good? Okay, I'm good. Yeah, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone.
Well, if anybody's
will
still
be
here,
rating
I will say this is the last week for this league. A couple more races left to go. All final rounds now. Check it out. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, we do have, I want to say something else. We do have a couple more races coming up, I believe. Let's see. We do have all the NMG leagues are playing all pretty soon, I believe. Some tomorrow, some Friday. Do keep a lookout on those. Some like a rando here and there, Zelda 2 rando. We will be getting the Rando Standard Tournament Season 6 qualifier being restreamed on Saturday at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. EST. So a little early in the morning, but it's not too bad. But yeah, so overall, just a really fun race, and glad that everything worked out. So I believe that with that, we will be raiding over to the Babe with the, who is going to be running also, well, I believe they're learning NMG 100%. So they're learning that right now. Go say hi to them. Go, check them out. And with that, I think we'll be good. My Wi-Fi is deciding to have a really rough time right now, but did it? Okay, cool. Let's see. Will it? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay, let's see. Am I back? Am I good? Still kind of... Okay. I don't know why raid's not going through. Hold on. Okay. I do not know why raid's not going through. It's very interesting. I'm trying to type raid. It does not like me though. Oh, it's exclamation mark, right? No, it's just exclamation. I was using slash. Okay, there you go. Okay, that will make more sense. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you guys so much. Follow our commentator, follow our runners. Do all that fun stuff. Tune in. Hopefully we get more ALttPR rando soon. And if not, then we'll be around. And also NMG too, So thank you guys very much. You have a great one, you guys.